the focusing on ideas helps a lot بالظبط right so كنزي بتقول لي مع أسئلة rhetorical strategy or rhetorical questions لو ركزنا على المين idea بتاع الباراجراف هيبقى أسهل بالنسبة لنا نحل الquestion. في some questions ممكن identify المطلوب من السؤال نفسه. في other questions بيبقى صعب شوية right so let's begin with question number 1 right so نيجي نقرأ question number 1 30% of health spending in the United States in 2009 about $750 were wasted on necessary services. Well, what are we talking about here, right? This is obviously سؤال verb. ده سؤال verb. Usually أول حاجة بندور عليها هو التنس صح؟ بس بالنسبة لنا هنا ما فرقتش. ليه؟ عشان كلهم في الباست صح؟ كلهم في الباست. الخطوة اللي بعديها إيه هو بنعمله؟ بندور على agreement, right? This is the next step. لازم ندور على agreement, and that's the tricky part. So دلوقتي ما يجرى الجملة لازم ألاقي subject of the sentence. Again, when I read the sentence, I need to find the subject of the sentence. What's the subject of the sentence? Thank you, Ms. Kenzie. What's the subject of the sentence, عبد الرحمن؟ الباقي برضه روان زياد لما اجي اسال واحد انا بسالكم كلكم ادم right thank you Mrs. روان right 30% ده السبجكت هتقولوا لي ليه مش $750 عشان of health spending in the United States in 2009 about $750 كل دولت prepositions right كل دولت ايه prepositional phrases والprepositional phrase ملوش subject وما بيأثرش على الverb so 30% يا عبد الرحمن was wasted لو مشينا بالsense هنقول were بس ما ينفعش right وبرضه إجابة be wasted وده كده بقى بقول الكلمة percent عمل الwaste that's illogical برضه needs to be logical true عبد الرحمن عبد الرحمن ممكن تبعت لي على الكو-host استأذنك so عبد الرحمن ده very common problem اما بصيت في الامتحان عرفت اخطائي which is good which is very very good right so عايزين بقى بعد كده لما نيجي نحل امتحان عشان يبقى فيه امتحانات obviously this week نعرف السؤال على طول مش بعد قبل right which choice results in the most effective transition to the information that follows in the paragraph. This is question number 2. So question number 2 يا آدم بيسألنا على إيه؟ عايزين نروح من ال previous information على ال following information. Right? We'll go from the previous information to the following information. So transitional sentences بنحلهم إزاي؟ إحنا ممكن نلاقي ال topic plus focus بتاعت ال paragraph. يعني نلاقي ال main idea of the paragraph. ممكن نلاقي برضو pronouns ضمير صح he she it عشان يساعدنا ممكن نلاقي demonstrative adjectives في كذا حاجة ممكن نلاقيها هنا في question number 2 عشان يساعدنا identify the correct answer. So when I read the previous sentence, let me go back to the previous sentence, right? So 30% of health spending, we're talking about money now, was wasted صح unnecessary services, excessive administration costs, fraud, and other problems. And in the following sentence, هنقراها برضو, Institute of Medicine experts added that inefficiency, a vast amount of data, and other economic and quality issues obstruct efforts to improve health. So احنا بنتكلم عن ايه? What is the main idea هنا في paragraph? The main idea is that money في hospitals is being wasted, صح? فلوس بيضيع في hospitals. Okay? So here we're stuck with number 2. In that original sentence, the report from the Institute of Medicine urges that changes in management are critical for the advancement of the healthcare industry. Sorry about the misspelling. وطبعا answer A مش ينفع right عشان المشكلة دلوقتي مش جاية من ناحية changes in management. It's not just management, right? That's not the issue. It's too specific. Actually, we're not talking about management بس. We're talking about costs. We're talking about fraud, سرقة, right? We're talking about too much data. We're talking about lots of problems for the healthcare system. Look at answer B. The report from the Institute of Medicine urges that changes be made to the United States healthcare system to reduce costs and improve care. It's easy. That changes be made. شايفين ازاي how this is fairly general information مش بيحدد لي بالظبط ايه هو المفروض نغيرها فبيكلمني بشكل عام problems in the system, changes we have to make in the system to reduce cost and improve care, right? عشان هنا في الجملة اللي بعديها بيقول لي ايه؟ So there are other quality issues that obstruct efforts to improve health and threaten economy, right? So بيعطل improving health. So احنا عايزين نعمل changes to improve care. عايزين نعمل changes to improve costs اللي علاقة بالاconomy. I like answer B, right? Answer C, the report from the Institute claims that inefficiencies are not the fault of the government, but the fault of the taxpayer. Off topic, ملهاش دعوة بالdiscussion. Answer D, without proper regulation of healthcare industry, those figures are more than likely to grow. Now again, answer D, for us, it's not logical, right? There's no connection. إجابتي إجابة B. So when you work again, بلاقي المين idea. مش هقرا الجملة قبليها والجملة بعديها. طبعا كنتي عارفة كده. روان عارفة كده. عبد الرحمن يعرف كده. زياد, hopefully انت عارف كده. Adam, I know you're just starting with me a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully انت عارف كده دلوقتي. مش احنا هنا مش هنتعامل مع keywords ولا بنقرا بس الجملة اللي قبليها. بنقرا الباراجراف. في الاي اس تي بنقرا الباراجراف. ده طلبة اي سي تي بقول لهم keywords. طلبة سات بقول لهم keywords. طلبة اي اس تي بقول لهم ايه؟ Know the main idea. لو عرفت the main idea هتعرف to identify the best answer. Let's go to question number 3. Medicine experts added, however, you made 45% in this test, Jeroen, 1 year ago. You solved this test 1 year ago. You made 43%, I think. The Institute of Medicine experts added, however, the inefficiency, a vast amount of data, and other economic quality issues obstruct efforts to improve health and threaten the nation's economic prowess and global competitiveness. Okay, so now دلوقتي عندنا transitions. However, shows me عكس حاجة, right? Well, however مش بس عشان contradiction. عشان كنت بتقولي however is a contradiction برضو ممكن يبقى limitation. ممكن تقول مثلا هو مش ده بس ده. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, right? انت هتقولوا لي moreover. صح يا كنزي؟ طيب قلت ايه؟ Furthermore, these cancel each other out. They literally mean the same thing. فلو واحد صح التاني صح. Right? Yeah. Well, limitation هنا جاي من ناحية these aren't the issues. Right? It's not this. I'm تيجي تقولي however في السيتويشن ده. It's not this. ده المشكلة. It's actually this. So however هنا بنستخدمها ك in reality. We're using it as in reality. Right? Because in reality برضو بيورينا limit, بيورينا فكرة غلط. ازاي فكرة غلط وتاني صح. That's the contradiction, صح? So however works better here. عشان we're shifting the focus. بدل ما نقول نمشي يمين, لا, احنا ماشيين شمال. So we can use however. Because you're changing the direction of thought. It's more advanced. I mean, These are the master tests صح. Question number 4. لو عندكم اي اسئله ابعتوا لي، ولو عايزين تطلعوا نتيجه، انتوا عارفين تطلعوا النتيجه منين؟ ادم تعرف تطلع النتيجه منين صح؟ بتخش على test reports، هتلاقي الامتحان بتاعتك موجوده وهيوريك الدرجه. اوكي. Where were we? Okay, question number 4. Now again, this is very specific jargon. صح? So here question number 4. The nation's economic prowess and global competitiveness. So prowess means skill. فده مش ينفع. Right? ده عشان جسمك. So weird this camera. دايما الكاميرا يزوم in على بقي. And I have like ugly teeth. So it's like, come on now. Economic depth. Again, that doesn't really make sense. عشان economic depth معناها يعني الحاجات المختلفة في economy. Okay, I guess I'll zoom out like this. Economic stability. That's what we're talking about. Economic stability means الاقتصاد ماشية صح. في نمبر كام Miss Kenji? No. No. ممكن دي فاتحة the wrong test. No. See, stability. Don't confuse me, Kenzie. Don't confuse me, bro. I get easily confused. I'm like a chicken. More like a rooster, because chickens are female, right? Question number 5. Yeah, it's terrible to win. Don't laugh. It makes me feel like what the heck is going on? Question number 5. The writer is considering deleting the underlined sentence. Should the sentence be kept or deleted, right? So when we keep a sentence on topic, on focus, when we delete a sentence, it is off topic, right? Off focus, right? Numerous inefficiencies cause needless suffering. General sentence, you know. Abdurrahman LED. It digresses from the topic of inefficient healthcare systems. بس ازاي يا عبد الرحمن؟ هو بيقول لي as a topic it's inefficient. بعدين بيكلمني عن inefficiency. صح؟ So answer A or B. We're going to keep this information. It provides an example of the suffering. ده مش example of suffering صح؟ عشان example of suffering يقول لك مين جاي وازاي وحصل له ايه. Answer B. It appropriately introduces the discussion that follows in the paragraph. Right? So answer B is the best one عشان it introduces the discussion. بيورينا how أو ازاي حاجة inefficient. 75,000 deaths might have been prevented. Right? If it was at the best performing state. So كده معناه بيقول لي inefficiency. Question number 6. Strange answers, عبد الرحمن. انت قلت لي اجابة C صح؟ comma which? comma which? It's not here. عشان اما عندنا quotation صح؟ اخر الكوتيشن في كوما زي ما شايفين هنا في اجابه سي. ده مش غريب. الكلام اللي بعديها بقى the report committee said ده independent idea اساسا صح. What do I mean? Question number 6. Gradual upgrades and changes by individual hospitals or healthcare providers are inadequate to solve problems. You know, quotation semicolon غلط, quotation colon غلط, في كوما برضو بره. quotation comma برا ده غلط. It's answer D, right? comma الquotation جوه. بس برضه عشان تعرفوا فين independent idea هنا في الجملة. It's this, the report committee said. That's the independent idea. No, the quotation does not count as an independent idea. The quotation مش محسوبة independent idea. In this case, in this article, عشان بيقول لك فلان قال. Okay? So كده ما بنحسبهاش two independent ideas. ممكن يبقى عندك quote عادي ومش عايز تفكر كتير برضو, right? Quote عادي. الكوتيشن جوه الكوت زي ما شايفين في إجابة دي سي مع الهاش كده. Let me zoom in برضو so you can see, right? شايفين ازاي في إجابة سي عندي quotation وكاما بره كده كده ده غلط. وإجابة دي عندي quotation الكاما جوه الكوتيشن ده صح. عامة عشان تعرفوا قبل الكوتيشن بنحط البيريد او الكاما او الكولون قبليها. بعد الكوتيشن هي جوه. Just so you know. So answer D is the best answer, right? Question number 7. The author is considering removing the quotation marks in this paragraph. Should the author make this deletion? Should we remove the quotation marks in this paragraph? Well, totally yes, يا عبد الرحمن. The quotation marks are inconsistent with the style of the passage. اهو عندنا quotations هنا صح؟ ايه لازمتهم؟ وبرضه عندنا quotations فين هو؟ There's another one. Oh, there's another one here. Quotations هنا صح؟ الquotations دولت معناها ايه؟ الquotations دولت معناها ايه؟ واحد بيتكلم صح؟ Thank you, Mr. روان. روان تقول لي من غيرها هي plagiarism. Yeah. It's a word for word account. When somebody talks or اما تعمل copy paste على حاجة بتستخدم quotations. أو تعمل copy paste على حاجة بتستخدم quotations. Question number 8. It's one of my favorite questions. I should message you guys up. Achieving higher quality care at lower cost will require an across-the-board commitment in transforming. No. Commitment in, through, to the transformation of. See, C or D? A commitment to. Which one is simple? C. صح؟ ده بنقول عليها الgerund versus infinitive. بس في حاجة أحلى من كده ممكن نقول برضو prepositional question. يعني ال preposition ده مرتبط ب يعني كلمة. Right? What is the preposition connected to? Question number 9. The author is considering deleting the underlined portion. Again, here, question number 9. The issues, however, are stronger than the said solution. Okay. Should we keep or delete? Well, let's see the paragraph. It will necessitate embracing new technologies to collect and tap clinical data at the point of care, engaging patients and their families, and establishing greater teamwork, according to a news release. Also, reward and payment systems should emphasize the value and outcomes of care. The nation has the knowledge and tools to improve the healthcare system. What are we talking about here in the paragraph? الديتيلز دول بيتكلموا عن ايه؟ بيتكلموا عن a solution. حل. بس الجملة number 9 بيقول لي ايه؟ The issues are stronger than the solution. So no, we're going to delete this sentence. صح? It unnecessarily repeats information or digresses from the paragraph's discussion of solutions. D. Good job, Abdurrahman, you got this correct. Question number 10. In scientific studies, tell me, ايه السؤال يا Mrs. روان? Talk to me. تقولي مش فاهمة. ممكن كنت تستخدمي مايكروفون لو حبيتي. انت مش فاهمة ليه عملنا delete؟
Yes,
Because
and
the paragraph. تاني؟
I chose to keep it علشان it talks about the solutions in the next part يعني why would we remove it مش فاهمة
So
this
why are you
part.
telling me the issues are stronger than solutions?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Why are you telling me the issues are stronger than the solutions? مش paragraph بيتكلم عن solutions.
صح.
So why are you telling me about the problems are bigger than the solutions? بعدين تحكي لي عن solutions.
Yeah, I see your point now. تمام.
Yeah, صح؟
Yeah,
لو
thank you.
قلتي keep المفروض الباراجراف يكلمني بقى عن issues والsolutions الاثنين مش بس solutions.
أيوة makes sense.
So here we're going to say answer D. انت قلتي ايه اساسا؟ A ولا B؟
B.
Includes a paragraph with the shortcoming of the said solutions. But the paragraph doesn't talk about shortcomings of solutions. وبرضو it concludes the paragraph, but it doesn't conclude the paragraph. It begins the paragraph. صح?
And I see like 100 reasons why it's wrong now.
Yeah, which is good, which is important. Number 10. A reward and payment system, right? In social science, right? Or عامة sciences, نقول sciences, right? أما البني آدم ليه مصلحة أما البني آدم ليه مصلحة it's called an incentive. It's not called a reward. ده عشان حيوانات. The dog gets a reward. No. You incentivize. Incentive معناها reward. But that's the appropriate term. Right? So مثلا كنزي عملت كويس في الامتحان ليها incentive. مصلحة. مش reward. Although incentive reward نفس meaning. But the appropriate term is incentive. Must have 100%, Mrs. Rowan. Ryan's telling me, yes, I've seen this a lot in economics. 100% لازم, right? The threat to America's health. Well, that مش ينفع give it A. عشان America is a noun or health is a noun. That wouldn't make too much sense. محتاج apostrophe S. Excuse me. Security, health and economic security. Security is a noun. Americans برضو محتاج apostrophe كده كده. It's C or D. Americans or Americans' health and economic security are clear. Well, are we talking about, one people? No, we're talking about many people, Americans. Right? So answer C. Answer D is the best answer. في أي أسئلة هنا في passage number 1. Let's go to passage number 2. This one. How was this one? Abdurrahman, how did you do? You made a 5 in this, Abdurrahman. Let me see Adam. Adam made a 5 برضو. Okay. I guess it wasn't that bad, this one, passage number 2. مش كل حاجة صعب. صح. Amina is absent. See Rowan. How did you do in this one? Made a 6. Surprising, Mrs. Rowan. Should have done a little better than that. Kenzie, how did you do? You made a 10. ايه الدلع ده? So I'll use Rowan's paper. You've improved a lot, Kenzie. Remember, قبل ما تخش تجيبي 700 كنت بتجيبي I think like 65% بالعافية on these tests. So that's really good. Yeah. Why is it zooming in on my mouth? Stop being weird. And I need to shave my beard and cut my beard and my mustache. It's so annoying. Zooming in on my mouth. Like, what in the world? And you used to get so angry with me that you make in the 60s, right? So question number 12 and 13, there's no problem there. But I'll look for Syria. Question number 12. The answer is rose, right? Past tense verb. Rosed, مش موجودة. Rised, مش موجودة. Has rose, ده في present. Has risen, rose. يرفع, right? Question number 13 برضو جبناها صح, right? The demands. فيرجع لك الايكونومكس برضه، صح؟ كان صح روان؟ So here electricity needs no. احنا دلوقتي بنتكلم عن a commodity, right? So حاجة في الاقتصاد، طلب وعرض. Thank you, Rowan. Stop being weird to the camera. Why not see? عشان it's not wants. Wants يعني حاجة نفسك فيها يا عبد الرحمن. عرض وطلب. عرض عرض ده right عرض وطلب طلب 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 I think this is طلب right طلب no طلب whatever عبد الرحمن سنة على number 12 ليه مش ايه C عشان doesn't exist risen وبرضه it's in the past فعيب عليك right this summer بيتكلم في الباست عيب عليك تقول لي has risen في present. So like we said answer B عرض طلب right demand. Question number 14. What should be done with the underlined portion? هتلاقوا كتير add و delete عشان في EST exam they love add و delete right. According to Bentech Energy, estimated daily natural gas use to produce electric power, also called power burn, averaged 26.3 billion units. Well, should we delete this? Well, هو بيقول لي a term used in the text, right? Definition. عشان later on بيتكلم عن power burn. So حتى لو power burn, right? So افرض انا قلت delete. لو كملت قرايه هلاقي power burn موجوده هنا. فهرجع تاني 14 اقول لا ده مهم عشان ده الترم. So ده definition. Natural gas produces electricity, power burn. So it's important. We're going to keep it, not delete it. It distracts from the reader. Well, no, it's not distraction. The parentheses أساسا. Parenthetical elements مش distraction. And it's unrelated to the rest of the passage. ده مستحيل برضو, right? Okay. Let's see. It provides necessary definition to help the reader understand the conversion of gas to electricity. Okay, انتي صح. I have to update this. Yeah, sorry guys. It's a necessary term, مش definition. Okay. So Rowena let the answer B. It ties together supporting details before and after the sentence. Well, no. عشان it's parenthetical element. So parenthetical element مش هيعمل كده. A parenthetical element يعني parentheses يعتبر information أساسا مش موجودة في الباراجراف. Just so you know. It's like an aside. I mean, you know it was wrong. Sorry, my bad. You're right though. وأنا بتقول لي again, it's not a definition. Power burn is not the definition, it's the term. صح, it's the term. حاك علي. Question number 15. So there's a punctuation question number 15, right? Bentech Energy has been estimating power burn since January 2005, comma, said that 17 of 25 higher days of power burn since 2005 occurred in the summer. Well, Bentech Energy, yeah. Well, Erwan, لازم نفس الphrase. You're telling me here عندي comma verb. Comma said, I have a comma verb. What do I do when I have a comma verb? لازم ارجع تاني الاقي subject comma. ده اجباري. فاجابه A ما ينفعش. ده كده عندي subject comma واحده verb. Fragment. Yeah, right? C. Remember برضو نقرا الجمله كلها. Every question نقرا الجمله from beginning until end. Please, right? هيفرق معانا 100%. هيفرق معانا. Let's continue. Question number 16. Yeah, you got this correct. Highest, right? عشان انا بقارن كل الايام. So highest. EST لثلاث حاجات. Question number 17. قلنا اجابه دي. A structural shift toward. ليه؟ عشان this year our weather and structural the two main drivers of the increased use of natural gas at power plants this year are weather and a structural shift toward generating more electricity. Let's see answer A. And structural shifts into generating. والpreposition هنا غلط. The preposition هنا غلط. Because you're not shifting into. If you're shifting into, داخلين حاجة. A structural shift for برضه preposition هنا غلط. A structural shifts بس A singular. Shifts is plural. مفيش agreement هنا. So answer D is the best. معظم الوقت هنلاقي two topics في كل سؤال. Question number 18. I mean, Miss Rowan, silly mistake برضو هنا, right? Number 18. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported the warmest first half of the year since 1895 in 28 states, comma. And that continued. أنا ما أعرف شيء هو that. Ambiguous. So, comma, and that heat continues in July and August. Well, إجابة B غلط بسبب الverb. المفروض يبقى في الباست. ده مش في الباست. ده في البريزنت. معايا آدم ولا لا؟ You told me see it away. And that continued. Again, البرونان هنا ambiguous. ما اعرفش هو that. Stop zooming in on my mouth. It's like مخابرات has this infatuation with my mouth. Comma that, and then continued again. Here you have two mistakes you're away. That is ambiguous, and comma splice. Right? D, and that heat, continued. Answer D. Question number 19. Mr. Wed, you told me till. No, this is informal. Yeah, تفضلي. You know when كلمني.
في ال question ده I don't get why commas place.
Why what?
ليه C commas place?
Because you have comma subject verb. See? The administration reported, comma, that continued.
Right.
Okay? That is still a pronoun, which means it ممكن يبقى subject. عبد الرحمن بيقول لي comma that. No, not in this case يا عبد الرحمن. عشان that هنا بيستخدموها كpronoun. زي ما تشوف عربية وتقول I like that, right? ده معناها العربية. So that هنا بيتكلم عن event مثلا أو حاجة. مش واضحة. So understood there يا عبد الرحمن بس تطبيق غلط. Question number 19. Rowani told me answer C, till. Informal. It's informal. Question number 19. Where is it? Yeah. So January 1st through August 15th. Until after wordy to, well, obviously, to معناها كمان. مش معناها, لحد. So answer A. Through. يعني احنا بنعدي through all of the dates. Camera's always zooming in on my raggedy mustache. I need to cut down this mustache. Question number 20. So internationally, well, look at this stuff. مش أسئلة غريبة شوية, right? It's regionally. Ren, you got this correct. مش بنتكلم عن الميدوست وبنتكلم عن northeast وبنتكلم عن south وبنتكلم عن west. So here we're talking about regions, not internationally, not locally, برضو, locally for the city. This passage was easy. Or so you say, Mrs. Kanzi. Question number 21.
Mister.
تفضل.
هي through sounds really weird. Like it
Yeah, but we don't
sounds
go by sound, right?
like, is it correct? Like,
Yeah. January through August. What's the problem? Why would that be a problem? Just by sound?
لا maybe عشان it's not like said كتير ف I don't remember like hearing it before.
You never heard Monday through Friday?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
you're right.
Same thing. 21. What do we say here? You got this correct, Bardo, Mrs. Rowan. Where hot, dry weather was particularly severe. كان في حد بيسألني على السؤال ده. I think it was Kenzie. سأليني على السؤال ده. صح؟ Yeah. It's answer B. عشان بنقول hot and dry weather. طالما ممكن نحط and ما بين الadjectives ممكن نحط comma. Right? So احنا بنقول hot and dry weather. Hot and dry comma weather. Right? وبرضو عندنا هنا comma, can't remember what that says at the end there. Were where hot, dry weather was particularly severe. It's a hard one. Jeez. Let me zoom out شوية. Here برضو, which is a cool thing. I didn't even notice. Mr. Seme جامد. CDDs were برضو, right? So عايزين برضو هنا comma, comma, verb structure, comma, comma, verb structure. Yeah. It's a tricky one. So there's two ways you can solve it. عن طريق non-essential clause fragment وعن طريق الadjective. يا ده يا ده. And finally هنا question number 22. I think this was parallelism. أعتقد كان parallelism. Lower natural gas prices, comma, the result of new drilling technologies, comma, production growth, a large increase in proved reserves and robust. Okay, production growth, غير growing production. You're changing the meanings here, just so you know, right? So it's the result of new drilling technology. So here we have a noun preposition برضو. Hey, Mrs. Rowan. A large increase in the and robust natural gas energy additions over the last. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong, برضو. It's A or B. Growing production غير production growth. Growing production معناها التصنيع بيزيد. Manufacturing بيزيد. ولكن production growth, I can't remember what that meant in context. So you're changing the meaning from the original هنا or from the intended meaning. عشان عايز يقول لنا growing production means الproduction نفسه بيزيد, right? الproduction نفسه بيزيد. And it's also not parallel, right? Because now we have a noun, adjective. احنا عايزين adjective noun. Because the whole list is adjective noun, right? So there's that. And production growth is too general. بمعنى بنتكلم عن بشكل عام the growth of produce. So we're going to stop this. This is your TTA Pro test number 4 anti-hack test. Let me stop recording. Where is my stop recording button? Okay.